Regional and our international viewers, wherever you may be, thank you kindly for choosing us. A very warm welcome to another edition of the program, Conversations with ZELISA, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. I am ZELISA Budu Singh Rupani, inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb. Get a pen, get a paper, have your phone, you could take numbers. Of course, what is important is that you are enriched after today's program. Directing and in master control, we've got Hisham Costello and Josiah Gomes. On behalf of our team, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a fantastic day today. It's a beautiful, blessed day today. It's Friday, the 8th of March, 2024. And if you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours, that someone special. And today is a very, very special day. In the world, of course, it's Women's International Day. So, of course, you know, happy, happy Women's International Day to each and every one of you. And you are a hero in your own right. All of you ladies, just remember you're special, you're loved, and you're appreciated. So on behalf of all of us here at ZMB Communications Limited, we extend those warm greetings to each and every lady out there. It's also a very special and auspicious day in the Hindu calendar because it's known as Mahashivratri. So for all of our Hindu brothers and sisters, happy, happy Mahashivratri. Lord Shiva's choices, blessings to each and every one of you. So it's really a very beautiful day indeed. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And I want to remind you that the Fab India Expo, they are going to be reopening on the 9th. And our quote says, there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. And so just remember that everything and anything is possible. If you put your mind, you are determined, success is yours. But of course it takes hard work, sometimes a lot of no's, sometimes a lot of doors that will close. But then if we look at life, when a door closes, there's a master plan for each and every one of us. And you know, that door is waiting for us to open. But only we have the power to open it if we let go and close the other. Yeah? So there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo, reminding you that they are opening on the 9th of March opposite Medford Gas Station in Chaguanas. Find all of your festive needs under one roof, special Islamic outfits just in time for Eid. So please check them out. Don't forget to check out the multi-cuisine food court, Nanu's Kulfi, that I enjoy, and tingle your taste buds. All right, so check them out. They're opening tomorrow opposite Medford Gas Station. Safe and secure parking and really wonderful, beautiful items, not just for yourself, but gift items as well. So check them out. And of course, I want to say again, good morning to each and every one of you. I've got a clip before I introduce my very special guest on this very auspicious day, and she's indeed a strength, a force to be reckoned with, very much the wind beneath the wings of many people, both men and women, young and young at heart. When it comes to saving lives and having that intervention, she's certainly a hero to many and a blessing in our land. And before I introduce her, I would just like to send this greeting out. As you know, we are one of the strengths here on Conversations with ZELISA is Sajina Kadir, attorney at law. She's dynamic, again another force and to be reckoned with, wears many, many hats. Her passion in life is not just law, but so much more in giving back to the community in Trinidad and Tobago. But she's on vacation in international lands. She's in New York, fulfilling one of her dreams, and I so admire her for that, because you know, I said to her, I said, you want to save the whole world, and you do everything, you go out of your way to help and make everybody happy. It's time you do this for you. So I'm really proud of her. So we've got a greeting from her and all of the dynamic attorneys at law, the lawyers associated with the TTPS Justice Clinic. So let's go to this clip, and when we return, I'll introduce my very special guest today on this auspicious day. Let's go to this clip.
Katrina Kadir, attorney at law and team lead for the attorneys for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Community Justice Clinic.
We're not hearing anything.
Of course, we are professional and purpose-driven.
That's it.
Hi, I am Kia Fraser, attorney at law and a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Community Justice Clinic. Of course, we are at different communities the last Saturday of every month.
I am Sharice Hussain, attorney at law and a member of the TTPS Community Justice Clinic. Of course, we are dedicated and kind-hearted.
I'm Andrea Victor, attorney at law and a member of the TTPS Community Justice Clinic. Of course, we give 100% of our efforts to our clients.
Hi, my name is Kersha Fraser, attorney at law and a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Community Justice Clinic. Of course, we are here to serve the public by offering free legal advice and information.
I am Crystal Baines Hussaini, attorney at law and member of the TTPS Community Justice Clinic. Of course, we give selfless service to our communities.
Hello, I am Gail Narcissus, attorney at law and a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Community Justice Clinic. And of course, we are proud to serve you.
Happy International Women's Day!
Happy International Women's Day!
Today we join the rest of the world in saying invest in women, accelerate progress. Happy International Women's Day from the phenomenal women of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Community Justice Clinic.
So of course that was from all of the dynamic ladies at the TTPS Community Justice Clinic, and we all know them if you've recognized. They've always been on the show here to share their wealth of knowledge and great information to empower all of us, yeah? So this morning, as I promised, a dynamic lady, a hero in many ways, I'd like to introduce Dr. Hasina Mohammed. And today she's not just talking about her and how she grew or evolved to be the dynamic woman that she is, but her great work when it comes to kidney transplant and donation. And like I was saying to you, Doc, this is it's very sensitive topic, but it's also extremely close and dear to my heart. Because when you give someone the power of saving a life, you also save a family. When you save that person's life, you save a family. This is the truth. Good morning and a warm, warm welcome and happy, Women's International Day.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Thanks for having me on your show, especially on this really special day. You know, women need to be kind of pushed to the front sometimes.
Certainly.
Yes, definitely.
And you know, what is important is that we don't set limitations, or we don't, we have people such as your good self and other dynamic women who make such a valuable contribution to be our heroes. But not just be our heroes, but to motivate us, to inspire us, because we all have our personal challenges. We all have the storms that come that we didn't anticipate. We all have the problems day to day.
Yes.
And yet, I mean, when you really think of the role of a woman, whether she is out there working or she is at home, because I always say, let me tell you something, a homemaker, a woman who decides to give up her career,
yes,
and get married, or married or not, but dedicates her life to her family. Some of the women shatter their dreams,
yes,
to decide, you know what, I'm going to be a homemaker, to get up and take care and nurture her family.
Yes.
I mean, she is the prime minister of the house because she has to be in control of everything.
And I think everybody kind of underestimates the power and the energy it takes to be a woman in the house. I remember my mom, so it's 3 girls and 2 boys.
Are you the first?
Are you the first? Second, actually.
Second of 5 children.
And yes, and you know, my mom had 1 child on the hip. Well, we always hear the stories, you know how it is going. Mom used to put it back at you. 1 child on the hip, 1 holding her hand, the next one holding the other one hand, walking across the savannah to carry us to daycare so she could go to work. You know, so you look at that and you grow up with something like that and you have stories like that and you tell yourself, you know, you have to be as strong as your mother. So mothers are really underestimated, and what they do in a household,
They pay a lot.
they do a lot.
They don't
yes.
allow us to see them cry.
No.
They go hungry. Some mothers go hungry just
Yes.
to ensure their child is fed. The sacrifices that they make when everybody's in their bed sleeping, they're up, whether they're working and especially single parents, and when they have, you know, more than one children, it's not an easy job, whether it's by choice or whether it's because of the death or a separation or a divorce. It's really very difficult, especially in these trying times.
It really is.
You
yes.
know,
So you really have to appreciate them.
I am a single parent, not by choice. As I told you, my husband
Yes.
died due to
Sorry.
kidney failure. And I'm always thinking and always questioning, if only we did, or if only we made this decision. You always question, because you ask yourself, why did this happen? Because within that time, you try your best and everything possible under the sun you think you're doing
Yes.
to save that person, or to be with the battle with that person for survival. But the inevitable happens.
It does.
And so you cry and you hurt, but life goes on. And you have to be strong. And you have to be strong not just for yourself, but sometimes for your children more than even yourself.
Yes, and I can agree with you on that, because my dad passed away, as I was telling you as well.
Yeah.
You know, almost 2 years now, and you know, it was really hard. It was very hard on everybody that we had to go through something like that. But hindsight is always 20/20. I say it all the time. But you do what you have to do in that situation, that based on what you have and how you
You're
make
correct.
your
You
plans.
have to
Yes.
put up your pieces.
Yeah.
Whether you are aware that person was sick and the inevitable may happen, you have to, because we all, from the moment we come into this world, we take birth into this world, we start dying. That's the fact.
Yes.
And it's all in God's time.
It is.
So whether you're prepared, in my case, even though I knew my husband was sick, I was still in my mind, he's going to pull through and this is going to work out. We'll find a solution for the problem. You're never prepared, even though the doctors are saying to you, you know, prepare yourself. You don't know what will happen. And you know, you don't ever want to accept that. You're saying, well, they could see, you know, when you're in that seat, that's what you say. You think they're selfish. Or how could they be so mean to say this to you? How could they just say this to you? But the fact is, you're never really prepared.
You're never really prepared.
Because you don't want to accept.
There's that lingering of hope. And you know, it's really hard because, you know, I know people think that we're mean and we're selfish, but sometimes it might be a little easier for us to actually be more straightforward than to linger around a point.
Yes, you're very
Because-
correct. Honesty is the best
Always,
policy, and you
always.
have to appreciate that.
Yes.
Doc,
Tell me.
I think it's important for all of the women here in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the world, regionally and internationally, that are looking at this show in particular today, who are in their battles, whether they are a victim of abuse, violence, you know, they're struggling, they're trying to allow a dream to take birth, whatever situation they may be in, whether it's health, whatever it is, that they understand that there's always a bright light and there's always a new beginning.
There is.
And I think what is important is that we understand, despite all of the problems, is that once we identify, okay, there is a problem, I'm going to find a solution, I'll work towards the solution, but more importantly, I have to let go of that problem and close that door completely in order to move ahead, because you don't want to move ahead with baggage. And I want to be able to allow this program today to really inspire young people, women out there who are battling in a man's world, because I have my battles, not just other battles and challenges, but even survival as the owner of a media house.
Right.
Many people say, oh, so she has a media house, how does she do it? And you know, even if sometimes you wonder when you people in the industry, you get bashed.
You
You
do,
know,
you
or
do.
pulled down, or
You
think,
do.
and how nobody believe a woman? How could she do
Oh.
that? Is she going through all this? And
I know, they always
yeah.
think of woman. You
Yeah.
know, I recall, and so in medicine, it's quite similar. You know,
Yeah.
women entered into a man's world. That's how it was.
That's what it
Men
is.
were doctors.
You're correct.
Right? Men were the doctors, women were the nurses. To this day, I still have men saying, nursey, and I'm like, hi, but I'm the doctor. You know, so, but we entered into a man's world, and we had to find our little niche, and we had to settle in it, you know. And it always struck me, so I started medicine maybe about almost 13 years ago.
So I want you to hold that thought. It's an important thought, because we are going to elaborate on that right after this break.
No problem.
Because I want us to go down memory lane.
Yes.
Where it all began.
Okay.
Where that dream, or why, or how did you choose this? Why, you know. But we are born to shine in our own rights and in our own ways, and you'll tell us about, you know, how you became the star that you are. So let's go to these important messages again. Happy, you know, International Women's Day. And to all of the women out there, we are here to support you. Let's go to these important messages.
Just in time for Eid, the Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas will be reopening on the 9th of March. We've got unique items available, one-of-a-kind Islamic outfits for male and female. We've got special gift items also available. Join us for iftar every day, also catering the best groom and bridal outfits. Get matching jewelry, footwear, makeup and all that you need. Multi-cuisine food court, reopening on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Lifetime Solutions, manufacturer of metal roofing, panels, framing, guttering, and related products. Located lot number 26, Omera Industrial Estate in Arima. Give us a call, 646-5813 for further information. Lifetime Solutions. Give us a call today.
Looking for the best in educational supplies? Then come on down to Charon's Bookstore, the trusted name in everything back to school, from uniforms, textbooks, school accessories, stationery, and much more. Our dedicated team is committed in providing the highest quality in customer service. Visit us at number 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, Trincity Mall, Trincity, number 24 Eastern Main Road, San Juan, and number 10 Diego Martin, 4 Roads, Diego Martin. Call us at 235-5811.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety. Porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Italy, Spain, India, Brazil and China. Conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Tile Expression Limited. Telephone 693-0015-223
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
World famous
famous Indian astrologer and psychic gold medalist, Master Sai Krishna, has more than 48 years of experience. He attends to the past, present, and future. Do you have any problems related to family, work, health, divorce, love, jealousy, and depression? He is an expert in removing black magic, evil spirits, witchcraft, obia, negative energy, and bad luck. Gain results in 3 days. Lifetime protection for all your problems. Call Master Sai Krishna for life-changing results at 346-8991. Private and confidential.
Welcome back. Conversations with ZELISA. I'm ZELISA in conversation with this beautiful, dynamic doctor, Dr. Hasina Mohammed. Welcome back, Doc. Before we continue our conversation, I need to read some messages that came in, all right?
Yes.
So, good morning, ZELISA. I'm enjoying your program. Being a woman is such a multitasking and God-given privilege. So true. It's such a valuable opportunity and gift that I relish and cherish so much. You do have a happy Women's Day. Be the best that you can be. You say we are the Prime Minister of our home. Indeed, we are. Keep up the good work. Yes, darling. Congratulations to you. Happy, International Women's Day to you. Thank you for reaching out and acknowledging, that you're looking at the show and you appreciate the fact that, we are speaking to women in particular today. But of course, to all of you, so that you men out there can also understand, to have a little understanding and respect for us as well, whomever you're dealing with. And this came out from a lady that I've known for many, many years. As a matter of fact, Angela lives in Princestown. I've known her, Doc, since I was doing, where I started in industry and radio many, many, many years ago, where I started overnight programming.
Okay.
Which was called a graveyard shift from 12 to 4, and she would listen to me, and her kids were very young then. She's also an accomplished woman and a single parent to 3 dynamic children, and she also understands the meaning of death and separation and many other things. She would have had her challenges. So Angela, thank you, darling. God bless you, and it's really nice to know that even after all these years, we could still communicate, even if it's by social media. And she says, hi, darling, good morning. It's truly an auspicious and blessed day. It's Mahashivratri, International Women's Day, most auspicious. I'm privileged this morning to look at my dearest friend Z. I love you, darling. Lord Shiva's choices, blessings, and I'm getting goosebumps. Thank you, darling. God blessings to you as well. And you are a strong woman, an example to many women out there. Yeah, so God bless you as well, Angie. And of course, to all of the many, many, many messages I've been receiving all morning, I want to thank each and every one of you for sending those beautiful messages, always uplifting and, there to inspire you. So, Dr. Mohammed, we are going to go down memory lane.
All right.
To where it all started.
Okay. Where did it all start? Well, let me tell you. So, life is never easy, and there are always bumps along the road in a carefully planned life. So I started out at St. Joseph TML, and I mean, who doesn't like St. Joseph TML? It's a nice school. It's a lovely school.
Very accomplished.
And they do well. And so I remember writing, what was it at my time? Common entrance. So it was common entrance at the time. So I wrote common entrance, and I actually passed for Barataria Secondary Comprehensive School. So it was comprehensive school at the time. Now I think it's South Secondary.
Okay.
And, I remembered crying because I just told myself, when I watched everybody else pass for convent and SAGs and Lakshmi, and I'm just there with a school that I never even heard about, by the way. And apparently it's in my backyard. So I didn't even know that school existed.
But what is important here to understand is that even though there's a stigma to such schools, and you want to send your child, or you want to go to the most prestigious schools, the fact is you broke the barriers, and that you broke that stigma.
I did.
That it is about the person applying yourself wherever you go and making yourself a success in life. Look at where you are. You've made them proud. You've made us proud.
Well, you have to apply yourself. And it really comes down to the student and what that person wants. So 7 years, I actually spent the 7 years in Barataria, At that point in time, I decided somewhere along the lines that I was going to be a doctor. I'm not too sure how the idea popped up. What I know is I wanted to help people, and I wanted to work with kids. So I actually wanted to do peds.
Yeah.
But I can't see sick children, so I threw that idea out the window. But you know, I did follow onto the medicine path. I spent 7 years in Barataria, and it was quite good for me. I had no issues at all. I remember it was a shock when I first started medical school to some of my colleagues, and they'll be like, "Oh, they must be so proud of you. I'm sure they don't have anybody like that before." And I'm like, I'm sure there are more people before me who have accomplished things from my school.
Exactly. So this is a message to all of you out there that point fingers and continue to have stigmas or continue to say those schools are less than who they are. They have no producers or whatever. You are you're very incorrect, and you need to stop it. But what you need to start to do is about producing and saying you can be anything you choose to be or become. You really are in control of your future. When I say that, I mean it. And it's, Doc, it's about the choices that we make. My daughter is really young, and I remind her of that every day. Malika, you are in control of your life by the choices that you make.
Yes, and I completely agree with you. It really is up to the individual. It's what you want and what you go for is what you're going to get. I mean, it's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to be a smooth ride because you're going to get lumps and bumps all over the place. But, I mean, it happens, and it will eventually fall into place.
So from the time you went to university, you also recognized that people, oh, you went to that school.
Yes.
You got that.
Yes, I got that.
Yeah.
I got that.
At university, when you started medicine, no, you went to the University of the West Indies?
I did, St. Augustine campus, yes.
And at that time, was it difficult, do you think, as a female, a young female now out of, secondary school, heading into university, again, as you say, did you at any time feel, well, a little intimidated perhaps by the other male students who were doing medicine?
Well, you know, it was intimidating. You know, you getting thrown, you go from a class of 20 to a class of 100 in this big auditorium. A lot of your lecturers are males, a lot of your colleagues are males, because I still grew up in that time where a lot of the students were males. Yeah. Now you see there's a trend to being more females, but in my time there was a lot of more males in the profession. And you know, so it was intimidating. However, I was fortunate enough to go to a co-ed school, male and female.
Good.
So
Excellent.
I didn't have too much of an issue integrating into a mixed class.
Nice.
And that kind of helps me a lot, because you know, you would see sometimes you see the other students kind of struggle a little bit, but you know, I think me being comfortable in a class with males didn't make it that bad. But you know, as you get older and you go through and you start to work, then you realize how different the percentages were. So what struck me the most, and you know, and this is what I always think about, is that when I first started working, I started off in the anesthetic department in Port of Spain General, and you know, we have these changing rooms, and the female change room was the size of a box. It was a box. It was a box. We would all squeeze inside of there to change our clothes to get into the operating theater. And then, you know, one day I glimpsed the male, and the male is probably about maybe 2 to 3 times the female's changing room. And that told you how many females there actually were in the profession a long time ago, because it's an old hospital. You know, I don't expect it to have significant change.
Yeah.
But it told you that it was a male-dominated field. But then, as like time comes on, now it's a little bit more
changing.
It
a
is
little more
changing.
female friendly.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even some specialties tell you, you know, this is it's not for females.
I think even not just male, female, but even the battle among women in terms of how we look or how we dress or how we carry ourselves or how we wear our hair is also a battle that we face every day. So there's a battle that we face trying to struggle to survive in a man's world.
Yes.
And then there's a battle that we face even among the women around us.
Yeah.
That competition kind of thing. And you find that, I mean, you even face that in schools.
Yes. Yes, we do.
With the teachers, you feel every when you think of it, you even have your challenges among women as well.
Yeah.
Survival of the, you know what I mean?
And this is why we need days like this, International Women's Day, where, you know, this year the theme is Inspire Inclusion, and, you know, and I think it's a brilliant theme.
Yes.
Because, you know, we need to be included, and when we are included, then change happens. And, you know, and change is a nature of women. Women like to change things. They like to fix and improve, and you know it can never be bad having more women in any kind of situation. No. Except, you know, when they say we have too much estrogen in the room. But at that point, you know, we do need to learn to uplift one another instead of bringing each other down.
You're very
we're so
correct.
few in high positions, and I think that because we're so few in high positions, everybody really needs to bring everybody up.
I think also because we are so few in high positions that a lot of women in such positions are in a situation where it's also very difficult to find a good life partner. And maybe we could explore that topic. But, you know, let's go to these important messages reminding you that today we are celebrating, we're reaching out to all the women out there to let you know how truly special you are, how much we appreciate you, how much we understand the challenges that we all face as women, but we should be here to really push, to motivate, to lift, to inspire the other women in our lives. All right? So let's go to these important messages when we return. We continue our conversation with this beautiful doctor, this lovely lady, Dr. Hasina Mohammed, when we return.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Looking for the best in educational supplies? Then come on down to Charon's Bookstore, the trusted name in everything back to school, from uniforms, textbooks, school accessories, stationery, and much more. Our dedicated team is committed in providing the highest quality in customer service. Visit us at number 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, Trincity Mall, Trincity, number 24 Eastern Main Road, San Juan, and number 10 Diego Martin, 4 Roads, Diego Martin. Call us at 235-5811.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
Lifetime Solutions, manufacturer of metal roofing, panels, framing, guttering, and related products. Located lot number 26, Omera Industrial Estate in Arima. Give us a call, 646-5813 for further information. Lifetime Solutions. Give us a call today.
Welcome back. You know, there's always a conversation behind the scenes, behind the camera, right? Welcome back. And of course, we're in conversation with this dynamic, beautiful lady. And of course, that is Dr. Hasina Mohammed, talking to us about life, talking to us about women. It's a very auspicious. And I'm really, really very happy to have her today with us on set on this very special day where we recognize the importance of women in our lives. We understand their great contribution towards growth and development, how much they give, not just to their own homes, but of course to society and the world at large. And Doc is certainly very accomplished. Her job is very sensitive, is very so one that's quite, I would imagine, you know,
taxing.
Yes,
That's the word you're looking
yes.
for, taxing.
You live for what you do.
I do.
Because the fact is, what you do is you specialize, of course, in transplant.
Yes.
To me, that's really very delicate. And like I introduced and I told you, when we have people like you, we say that God will choose these people because you work via God. And so that when we place our loved ones or we ourselves in your hands, that hope of saving a life, of making a difference in somebody's life. But it's not just, like I said, it's not just that person's life, but you save a family.
Yes.
You save a family, which is so important.
Yes, I think people don't understand. So I'm going to come to that. So what is, so I have my master's in transplants, and I got into transplants around 2014. One of my consultants, I don't know, maybe she saw something and she said, would you like to? And I said, I will definitely love to. And I ended up doing transplants, and that in itself is a long story how I got into that, by the way. And, you know, and the thing about it is and I was telling a lot of people, you know, when we think about transplants, we think about the person who has kidney disease, and we think about, okay, getting somebody to donate for them. So a lot of people don't know that we do transplants in Trinidad, and that's quite a shame because it's actually one of the better methods of having treatment for end-stage kidney disease or chronic kidney disease, because it helps you, it improves your life, you live a little longer than actually being on dialysis, you have less complications such as heart problems, strokes, and it does help the family overall. And I think we always miss that point when we talk to patients and relatives, because we don't understand what it takes out of a family to have somebody who's ill with kidney problems. Because you have to go with that person for dialysis 3 times a week.
You have to go for the training.
You have to go for the training. You have to spend time with them. You have to take care of them when they're not in hospital. If something happens, you have to make sure everything is sorted. And it does occupy a lot of time. And, you know, the family on the whole as well is also very important, because that puts a lot of stress on the person psychologically, emotionally, and physically. And that has to be a focus as well.
Especially when that individual perhaps is the breadwinner, brings in the income or takes care of the family, is the nurturer of the family. Yes. It becomes hard. And you're very correct. The care not just for the parent, but for the patient rather, but for family, close family units who would have to live or deal with the one-on-one situation every day and the complications and the battery of things that happens. I want to also talk a little bit about in terms of the transplant, because
yes,
you know, my husband, of course, he was originally from India, so he was advised, we were advised rather, look, of course, a transplant, it was very difficult to get the kidney here or that much.
Yes.
So we went to India, lock up shop, forget things, close down everything,
right.
Close up our home, took our child, she was what? She was just 2.5 when this happened. And we flew to India. We stayed there for what, 6 months?
Okay.
In hope or trying to get a kidney.
Yeah.
And it just didn't materialize.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes you do run into situations where you stay for a very long time on the waiting list. And, you know, we always say, so in Trinidad, we do have a waiting list. However, because we don't have that many deceased donors, we tend to say, if you have a living donor, bring your family, bring your friends. It's no longer, a long time ago it had to be a relative.
Yeah.
So we no longer do that.
We
It could be
do,
a
yeah.
relative, a
Yeah.
friend,
Mhm.
a family member,
and
a friend of a friend, once it's given as a gift and not as a payment.
Exactly. And
Yes.
I'll tell you, if you choose to be kind, because they're giving you a life. They're
Yes.
giving your family, you have to understand and recognize that as well.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what is sad in our situation is the fact that we came home, and when we came back to Trinidad, he was already, so he had the port in for dialysis.
Sure.
Because he collapsed in India. And when we came home, the second day was COVID, lockdown.
Oh no.
And you want to know what is even worse, is that we were able, when we came back, what we didn't do in India, we came back, we were able to locate a match, a kidney. And because the transplant unit
Yes.
at the hospital was shut down because of COVID, my husband passed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
But COVID took away a lot of things. It really did. It really, really did. It was a new virus. There were things that we didn't know about it. We would show up until just recently if it would be transferred from one person to the next. It really was very unfortunate that COVID
I know
happened.
that you're actively involved in also setting up your when I looked at, wow, I said, what? This woman is
in everything.
She's a storm. Which is beautiful,
Well,
and I
don't
admire
know.
you. And how do you do it? How do you manage it? Because it's really a lot. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot on you, even psychologically. It's a lot because so many people and so many things are dependent, and you give so much. How do you find time for you? How do you love you? Because I tell people all the time, you need to love you.
You do.
You need to do, like I was telling attorney at law, Sajina Kadiru, I said, hats off, I really wanted, I'm proud of you for taking this, because she's always in and doing everything and running
Yes.
around and trying to, so sometimes you just need to,
You
and I need to take that advice to me too, I need to.
Yeah, so my sister always complains about it. She says you're in everything. So I'm actually the second vice president of the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Association.
Yes.
I just recently incorporated my Caribbean Donation and Transplantation Society, so I'm hoping that blows up and becomes significantly big. So I'm the director of that. I'm also the Trinidad and Tobago rep for an international Tribute to Life project. So I do a lot of things, but I do have a great support system. So my mom understands, and you know, when I come home after working a 24-hour shift, my mom will be like, well, let me make a cup of tea for you, or you want something to eat. And you know, I feel good, you know, and I can rely on my sisters as well, and say, hey, could you do this for me? And it will be done. My little brothers are the same exact thing. So I do have a good support system.
That's so nice.
For me, it sounds a little frivolous, and everybody's always like, but I do my nails. As I was telling you.
To make you happy.
I do my nails, and I love doing my nails.
For you, you do that for you.
Absolutely.
That's your time?
Yeah, it's my time.
Oh, that's nice.
It's my time. So I make sure and I schedule my appointments, and I go and I sit down for a few hours, and I do my nails.
That's how you pamper yourself.
I do, and I absolutely love it. And every now and then, you know, I say, oh, let me splurge, and I go for a pedi as well.
That is nice, because you have to be able to take time for you to breathe and say, this is my time.
And it's usually the small things that make you feel good. It doesn't have to be something that's elaborate. I don't have to, you know, take myself out or have somebody take me out, even though I do also do little regular lunches with my friends.
Nice.
That keeps me grounded
Yeah.
as well. But, you know, I think it's the small things. And once I find joy in it, it works for me. It works for me.
You see, happiness, we measure happiness differently, yeah? You know, we all have happiness in a different way, or we all experience it in a different way. And that is what is so important. I think it's also very important for us to talk about, because why it's also important for us to talk about, because there are lots of women out there that feel it's really very difficult to find the right partner. And as I was saying to you off air, I clearly remembered, I was at another media house for 12 years. I was a program director, brand manager for both radio, TV.
Yeah.
And I was very fortunate to work with the great Satnarayan Maharaj, Sat Maharaj. And he would always place especially strong women in very strategic, gave them very important roles, but respected those roles, especially as principals, or even when I worked with him, he always respected my office.
Yes.
and respected what I did, and I admired that he gave me. And I always believed that he always was one that taught me, fight for your rights. You have rights and fight for it. There was little things that I thought at the moment or over the years that I took for granted, but now that I'm under my own umbrella, now that I'm under my own company, I realize how much that I did learn from him and working with him. And one of the things he would always say is, you know, there's a fact that women academically do better. And that's statistics. We are not making these things up. It's reality. Our daughters are doing much better. The women are doing better, and they are climbing the ladder, and they're holding roles that are very, very important.
Yes.
Extremely important.
Yes.
I mean, when you think of Kamala Prasad Bisasa, SC, and being the first woman prime minister and the role that she played, you can't help but be proud of that, you know, seeing one of our women in this country emerge to hold, or even our president, that she holds the role of a president. And many other women, including yourself and many others, that would have emerged to be giants. But what is difficult, since they are doing so well academically, it's really very difficult for women to find men who are compatible, that would have a constructive conversation, or would share the same goals, or you know, understand at a different level.
Yes.
And have that also, what is important, respect for that woman.
Yes.
So we're going to discuss that
when we come back.
When we come back.
All right.
Doc, in conversation with this absolutely beautiful doctor, Dr. Hasina Mohammed. When we return, we continue our conversation. Stay with us. I'll also give you the opportunity, if you'd like to call in, add in on the conversation. You're free to do so when we return, or you can send your WhatsApp messages to 384-7142. When we return, stay with us.
Just in time for Eid, the Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas will be reopening on the 9th of March. We've got unique items available, one-of-a-kind Islamic outfits for male and female. We've got special gift items also available. Join us for iftar every day, also catering the best groom and bridal outfits. Get matching jewelry, footwear, makeup and all that you need. Multi-cuisine food court, reopening on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Looking for the best in educational supplies? Then come on down to Charon's Bookstore, the trusted name in everything back to school, from uniforms, textbooks, school accessories, stationery, and much more. Our dedicated team is committed in providing the highest quality in customer service. Visit us at number 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, Trin City Mall, Trin City, number 24 Eastern Main Road, San Juan, and number 10 Diego Martin, 4 Roads, Diego Martin. Call us at 235-5811.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
World-famous Indian astrologer and psychic gold medalist Master Sai Krishna has more than 48 years of experience. He attends to the past, present and future. Do you have any problems related to family, work, health, divorce, love, jealousy and depression? He is an expert in removing black magic, evil spirits, witchcraft, obia, negative energy and bad luck. Gain results in 3 days. Lifetime protection for all your problems. Call Master Sai Krishna for life-changing results at 346-8991. Private and confidential.
Welcome back to Conversations with ZELISA. I'm ZELISA. I'm in conversation with Dr. Hasina Mohammed. Welcome back, Doc.
Thanks.
And you know, the more I think about it, the more I have such respect for you for what you do. And you really are an inspiration. I'm sure not just to me, because I'm in awe of what I also love about you is your aura and how humble you are, how down to earth. And I think that is important, especially when you are sick or you are having your challenges with health. Being able to have that one-on-one, to communicate, you have the gift and art of that.
Oh.
So you're truly well-rounded and a blessing to us.
Thank you
and
very
I'm
much.
sure to your patience. I want to talk, before we wrap up, you say all our time is so limited, because I think it's important to get your perspective with regards to, you know, women struggling. I'm not saying that you are, I'm talking in general, especially women like yourself who do so much, we're very consumed, but finding the right person or the right companion or just the right friend.
Yes. I think my mother's about given up on that. She's like, you're old, it's gone, don't worry about it.
No, but I think I also want to say this, because a lot of people say to me, how long you think and parroting?
I know,
but
I don't understand.
And why do
though.
people, you need to move on, you need to whatever.
Why do they need to input? I have no idea.
But I would say this openly. People say that, but you could be happy with yourself and with your life there. So there are people who are quite happy and contented with their life and with their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Who, people who would have been through a divorce and say, why need to be married again? Or people who are widowed and why I'm quite happy with who I am, who I've become. Why is it that we are branded that you must have a companion or you must have somebody to complete you?
You know, I think for some reason women are not seen maybe as a whole if we don't have some sort of companion.
We don't feel, they don't think we are complete?
I think so. I think, you know, they think that we need to have, so traditionally, now I'm not knocking tradition because I'm very, very, very old school, you know, but traditionally a woman was the keeper of the house. She had a husband, she had kids. Then that has changed a bit, it's evolved, and that's where, you know, I always hear this term called now career woman.
Yeah,
and
we're no longer
now,
homemakers alone, and
exactly.
we still listen. You look, you have mommy. Yeah. But the point is, some of us don't have that.
Yeah.
Some of us we work full time, then we are full time mommies.
Yeah. And no, but people
It's
think
not
that we're
easy.
still supposed to fit into that bracket of a homemaker. And having a career as a woman, why would we want that when we had a home to take, when we have a home to take care of, you know? So I think that puts a strain, and that is what I think gives everybody the thing they have their license to be like, but you can do this, why don't you go and look for a nice guy, why don't you?
Yeah, or
you don't
know,
necessarily have to do one exclusively.
Or they always setting you up, hey, go at this guy thing. What is that? You know?
Exactly. But they're not exclusive. It can happen together. I can be a homemaker, I can be a career woman, I can take care of a family, but I don't need anybody to comment on it. It's not your place to comment on it.
Yeah, or the other thing that I don't appreciate, because I was in that category for many years, because my daughter came very, very late in my life.
Okay.
I prayed for her. She's a miracle child. She is my reason every day to always makes my belief in God real, because she's a miracle child, right?
Yes.
So I know that she's my gift from God directly. So knowing that there are miracles, when I say that, I say it because I say it with conviction, because I am a living example that miracles happen. And people would brand you. How much to rent? The first thing they say is, how many kids do you have? Or are you married now? Or how old is it? They look at you, oh, you have a little child, I thought you had a bigger child. You know, that kind of thing. Why do we brand people? Or you're married, and why are they not having no babies yet? Supposing they choose not to have babies.
You don't know somebody's decision.
And not only that, you don't know their health concerns.
You don't know anything.
And it's sensitive. You don't, you know. So I think these are things we need to be mindful of when we speak to women or speak about women,
yes,
or how, you know, we approach certain situations. Yes. We need to learn. We need to be a little more sensitive about what we say and how we say it.
I completely agree.
And put yourself in that shoe before.
Somebody will see you and they'll be like, why, what, you have no kids yet? And there's a lack of sensitivity because you don't always understand what that person is going through. And I think you really do, if you try to think about it and think about the different reasons why somebody might not have a child, then it probably wouldn't come out of your mouth, why don't you have a child?
And then the thing is, we are in our rights, well within our rights to decide, well, I don't want to have children. I choose not to. And you know what? I respect people like that, because I say openly, Doc, if you do know within yourself you cannot take responsibility, or you don't have, you know, you just don't have it within you to be a mother or to have a child, then I respect you. Because why have children and you can't take care of them, or you can't be the best mother? Or you follow what I'm saying.
No,
you
I
have
follow.
different priorities. You have a child, but your mother minding the child because you partying. You don't have your priorities in order. Why bring a child into this world that you yourself cannot nurture? Or, I mean, I'm not saying the support system is not important. Yes. It is.
Very
important.
important.
Very important.
Very important.
But the fact is, you have to be ready within your mind, within your soul. I was interviewing a young lady yesterday, brilliant young lady, and she has a 3-year-old child, but she has a desire to work. She wants to be in the industry, right?
Yes.
And I said to her, what is very important is that we recognize, as women in particular, everybody say, well, you will give birth to a child. But we don't ever understand that the moment we give birth to a child, that child gives birth to a new person, to you, because you are a different person.
Yes.
The day you become a mother.
Yes. You realize life has changed,
Life has
responsibilities have changed,
Exactly.
your focus has changed, your priority has changed. It really is a new person. It really is.
Doc, you know I see the need already for you to come and spend some more time with us. I applaud you.
Thank you
I
very
bless
much.
you, and I thank you for all that you've done and you will continue to do. You are a true blessing to us in Trinidad and Tobago. You are a true blessing to the lives that you certainly transform. And I trust and hope we'll have you soon. I thank you
very much for having me on your show. It really was a pleasure.
Same here. God bless you, and we'll see more of you. I thank you kindly.
Thank you.
And do continue to enjoy your day, pamper yourself, continue to love yourself, and I applaud you. May that bright light shine in your path.
Thank you.
This is where we've got to wrap things up for today. I want to remind you, we do have a repeat at 3 o'clock. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Also, like it or share it. It's great information. And of course, it's a beautiful conversation to recognize and understand the great contribution that us women make in life. Keep smiling, be positive, and always know the best is yet to come. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. Be good, law-abiding citizens. Do what is right. Yeah? Have yourselves an awesome day today. Be blessed, and a great incident-free weekend. Thank you so much for choosing us. I am ZELISA Rupani.